Hey you guys, this is going to be another reading from me, and this one is on your next big blessing. I'm using the Moon Power Tarot for the cards you get to pick from, and the rest are all pre-picked and pre-shuffled, and that's it. That's what I have to say. But yeah, okay. Your next big blessing. Pile 1. Oh, fantastic. Pile 2. A card for pile 2, please. There we go. And then pile 3. Okay, okay. Okay, pile 1 is Temperance, and this is what it looks like. Pile 2 is the Queen of Pentacles, and this is what she looks like too, or they, or he, or whatever. It's a whatever, a witch. I identify as a witch too, haha. Oh my god. Anyways, and then pile 3 is the Hermit. Again, your next big blessing. Please pick your card, and then we can begin. Can you even see? Yes, you can. Cool. I am gonna start with pile 1 right here. So there we have it, and then the rest gonna be there. Okay, your next big blessing: a meeting of the minds, getting along with other people, individuals, potentially some kind of job opportunity where you get to speak your mind and it's actually appreciated and valued more than you think it is. A lot of networking with people as well. I'm seeing the infinity symbol and also the what is that even? Oh god, yin and yang on their collars as well. And then where's the infinity? Down here. So yeah, something that will have a big effect on you and will probably actually last a while as well. So some of you may be creating some kind of what do you call it? I forgot the word. Empire of some kind anyways. But yeah, so far that's what I'm getting. Either way though, a lot of communication and a lot of resonance with other people as well. So for some of you, this could also be, if you're online currently, your channel blowing up, something like that, your TikTok, Instagram. Oh, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna name all of the platforms, but yeah, just a lot of meetings of similar type minds, basically. Finding your soul tribe too could be one of the next big blessings. First cards we have are from the Valentina Tarot, and we have the 5 of Cups. Okie dokie, interesting. And the 2 of coins here. Okay, it's not that bad. Also, it is meant to be a blessing, this reading, so let me just try to read it in a positive way. Maybe you've had may have been, oh my god, why can't I speak? You may have been going through trials and tribulations that have left you reeling, that have left you feeling like you just had to constantly climb, and there was a constant uphill battle with someone or with people in general, or there was something you were doing that felt inconsistent perhaps, or like, no wait, you know what? You were the one being inconsistent. You kept putting and giving into this thing, but the output was inconsistent. What you were receiving was not enough. It wasn't serving you in any way, shape, or form, basically, apart from, I guess, giving you patience or well, I mean, yeah, no, you were working your ass off to achieve something, and then maybe it fell through. Something fell through here, basically. And it may have blindsided you too, because she's purposefully wearing a blindfold there. But yeah, maybe you purposefully didn't see it. Maybe you tried your best to see the positive, but you just kept focusing on the negative as well. Ooh, okay. How do you even read this as a positive thing though? Your next big blessing. Your next big blessing might still include you doing the work. It may not be as smooth from these cards specifically anyway. It might still come. Okay, you may have been working on a project very, very incredibly diligently, and now it's going to start paying off, but there's still an uphill battle to fight, basically, or to walk on. So when the blessing finally comes, it'll send a shock of relief to you, basically. Next cards we have are from the Manara Erotic Tarot, and we have the Knight of Water and the 9 of Air. Oh my god, this is not blessings. What the hell is this? You might be stepping out of something that wasn't serving you before. and it's probably something big that's kept you underwater for a while. Maybe you felt like you've been sinking, and now you're ready to burst out basically and share everything you've had to everything you've had going on inside you with someone else. So some of you, your next big blessing might actually be communicating with someone like-minded, and that also includes going to therapy for some, or just someone who really understands what you have to say here, because it looks like you've been through the hamster wheel, the ups and the downs, but like in the most unsatisfying way, really, because there hasn't really been any payment. And now you may be stepping out of the picture frame that was around you, of the cage, really. We just had Mars in Gemini, and we've literally just entered the Mars in Cancer period, so that might be a bit easier on you. I don't know if it will be easier, but it may be for some of you. Some of you may also have Mars in Cancer potentially currently, or Mars in Gemini, either way. But yeah, your next big blessing includes you growing from the gutters, like a lily or a I forgot what these plants are called, but they take up a lot of space to grow, to be honest. These little lily pad, I think they're lilies, but I'm not actually sure. I forgot what they're called. But yeah, they take a lot of space to grow, but when they do grow, they bloom very beautifully. And I can't be certain, but I think they bloom at night only, but I'm not actually sure, so I'm just gonna shut up. But whatever the case is, this has been taking up a lot of space in your mind, and now it's gonna finally start coming out with the Nine of Swords. That's wild. It's been a long time coming, basically, and something is gonna perish technically. So if, oh my, definitely perish in that case. Terrifying. But yeah, okay, whatever has been on your mind, there's been, or if it's why can't I speak today? Oh my days. If you've been troubled by I don't know, personal demons, outside demons, other people, situations, work stuff, whatever it has been that has been troubling you is making its way out, basically. Maybe it was to do with the Mars placement moving itself into Cancer recently on the 25th, so there could have been that, and now things are going to start getting easier, basically, in general. You may also find that you're more able to communicate with other people. So if you felt stuck before and like you couldn't communicate for whatever reason, like maybe there was something in your throat and it was just stopping you from telling people the truth, you're going to find a way to come out of that now, basically, and actually share what's been going on. So there will be clarity around you, but you will be also feeling like there's clarity within you. I feel like you're not even going to create clarity within you, it's just going to come out of nowhere, and you'll be able to step free from it, basically, or from whatever's been holding you back, or like you've had to continuously go up in the hamster wheel, an endless one, quite frankly, too. Next cards we have are from the Serpieri Tarot, and we have the King of Swords. Again, connections, making links, connecting with other people, communicating, all of your thoughts out on paper, out in reality, just outside of you, basically. Everything that you felt, you're suddenly going to start communicating outwardly. And then the Star, with other people, potentially also online. Some of you may be garnering online fame, or at least you'll be very well liked in your communities. You'll stand out, basically, for the ideas you have to share with the King of Swords here. But also everything you've been through on the inside, it's just time for it to come out. So some of you may have been working on projects behind closed doors, and again, these projects have been taking a freaking toll, because it looks like they've been going nowhere for a while, or at least they have felt like they've been going nowhere. So even if they have been going, you know, on an upward scale, whatever you want to call it, really, it's been a slow journey, tumultuous, just painful, basically. And suddenly things are gonna start skyrocketing in an actual good way, positive, where they were meant to go from in the first place, basically. But maybe they weren't going there because the time wasn't right, or something just wasn't right in your energy, basically. And maybe it wasn't even you, maybe it was just the circumstances around you. But yeah, suddenly things are going to go a bit more smoother, especially within your mind, so that you can actually put these ideas outside of you and create. Because that is all life is about, really, creating and actually being at peace with your creations. But yeah, let's see. Next cards we have are from the Weight Cat Tarot, and we have the Magician, create again, and also the Five of Pentacles. Cool. Create even if you feel like there's nothing working in your favor. Even if you feel like things are standing in your way here, if you feel like you won't be paid, if you'll be excommunicated, things like that, I don't give a shit. You need to be able to express yourself, and you're gonna start doing that. I feel like, yes, it's gonna put you in the spotlight. Yes, it's also gonna put you, you know, you're gonna stand out on your own like a sore thumb for some people. But at the same time, you are put here to create your vision, basically. You yourself, you're the creator of your own reality, basically. So you have to be able to put out what you think inside your mind, especially if it's not hurting other people, and if it's helping, especially, it just has to come out of you. I feel like you're gonna have to find ways to communicate to other people what you mean as well. And also say what you mean as well as mean what you say, kind of thing. So actually back yourself up on the ideas that you have. Some of you may be doing poetry currently, or writing poetry rather, not doing, although I guess unless you're doing spoken word poetry and things like that, so there is that too. But whatever you're doing, there's a need to clear your throat chakra, because honestly, currently I started this video absolutely fine, and now suddenly I can't fucking speak. So it's just like, that's not my energy, or at least usually anyway. But still, not that I'm putting on you, but at the same time I am tapping into random energies. So yeah, very cheeky. But yeah, if there have been things that have put you in a low mood, you're gonna have to start communicating about them, because I feel like more people will resonate with what you have to say, and you shouldn't be putting yourself down for things that have made you, you know, have left you feeling down as well. Basically, there's no point. There's no point in shaming yourself into change anyway. It's never gonna work like that. You have to face it in a completely different way, where you actually accept what has been given to you, and then you try to make something else out of it, but like not in a way where you discard it completely, or what is the word, or you don't face it properly. You have to face it and accept it. It happened, that's the past, but you don't have to dwell in the past any longer, basically. So whatever's happened here, if it has been some kind of miscommunication or misunderstanding from another person, or just something that someone did that just wasn't pleasant at all, like, it's not that you have to let it go and whatever, but you need to alleviate yourself, and you need to feel like you don't need to like you don't want to have revenge on this person or whatever. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but it's just not gonna help. You have to focus on something that actually helps you as a person, basically. And for some of you, that really is also poetry or something to do with writing here. All of the sticks he's holding, and it just looks like paintbrushes on the bottom as well, but it's just sticks and stuff. The little cat. But whatever it is you're doing, it will put you in the spotlight. It will put you in a better frame of mind, and it will make you go out of your little cage that you may have been surrounded by, basically. So if you feel like you're literally waiting to burst out of your mind with ideas and communicate with other people, now's the time. Or starting a blog, something like that. There just needs to be an outlet for everything inside you, basically. Last cards we have are from the Mystic Mondays Tarot, and we have the Princess of Swords, so Page of Swords here. And again, that's all about communicating clear, well, not necessarily clearly, the very beginnings of communication here. So even if it's soft, even if it's muttering, or what would you call it, stuttering, whatever it is, like, you just have to communicate, even if it's the way I am right now, basically just eating my words at this point, but you have to do it anyway, basically. Lead by example too. Even if it's small, even if it feels like you can't do it, you gotta be able to do it, because you were here. If you didn't have the capacity to be able to do it, you wouldn't have the opportunity, basically. So some of you may have opportunities coming towards you in terms of communication, or actually maybe it's something to do with public speech, and you might want to what's the word, not do it because you feel shy, or because you feel like you just can't do it, or there's something stopping you from doing something. But the idea here is that there will be something you need to communicate, and you gotta do it, basically. Well, you know, do as you will, but at the same time, if it's because of fear, you have to face the fear. The next card we have is Justice, because everything happens for a reason again. So the opportunity will not miss you if you decide not to speak up, but at the same time, if you do speak up, things are gonna line up the way they're meant to. They are meant to. Either way though, things will line up regardless of whether you choose to speak up or not. It just might go a bit faster if you do speak up, basically, and also you'll feel like you're more in control. But don't let me tell you what to do. So if you feel like there's nothing for you to speak up for, or this doesn't, I don't know, it's not about speaking at all, there's something you have to do here, which you can choose to do, or you don't need to choose to do. But whatever the case is, the idea is to face yourself, to face your fear of doing whatever it is you are scared of, because it will actually bear more blessings than you think it will. Also, fear itself is inside the mind. No one outside of you is actually going to hurt you. No one outside of you, or even, I don't even know, your circumstances, things like that, they don't matter. They will never be able to actually touch you, basically. It's just in your head. The worst thing that you can think of is never going to happen. It usually doesn't anyway. It's just anxiety that you've built up from childhood, potentially, or just from watching negative things happen over and over again. But you have to notice these negative things, and you have to tell yourself that this is actually fine, basically. And I don't want to, oh, this is very preachy, to be honest, and that's not what I'm trying to do here. But I don't know, maybe some of you did need a pep talk, but you do need to say something, basically. Here there's something you're creating. You may have been keeping it a secret, but there's something that needs to come out, basically. Even if it feels a bit jilted or off kilter or off center, whatever you really want to call it, blessings will come to you once you actually do this thing, because it has to fall in certain ways for things to play out the way they do, basically. But you have to play your own part for it to fall the way it's meant to. So yeah, your next big blessing is something to do with communication and sharing your mind with like-minded individuals. But even if it's not like-minded individuals, you will be put in the spotlight, so you gotta choose what to do for yourself. So your next big blessings may actually be you choosing for yourself, basically. And it's going to be quite serious too with the justice card here, but it does involve some kind of communication on your part, or starting something on your part, basically. This is what I have for you. Thank you for being here. If it resonated, feel free to stick around, and I'll see you in the next video or the previous one. So again, thank you for being here. Bye. Pile 2, you've chosen the Queen of Pentacles, and your next big blessing may be monetary, maybe communication with a woman or someone who identifies as a femme, basically. It may be about money again, so there may also be an opportunity thrown your way. It looks like she's about to throw this pentacle like a dodgeball. So money might come at you from an unexpected angle, basically, or from someone who identifies as a femme. Sorry, I started speaking French there, but or pronouncing it in the French way anyway. But yeah, some of you have been manifesting money. She has a pentacle on her forehead as well. So money has been on your mind, and money will start filtering into your life again. If it has, for whatever reason, stopped or whatever, or if you've taken a break from work, things like that, there will be another opportunity presenting itself to you. And it might be from a woman again, so uncertain, but we'll see. Next cards we have here are from the Valentina Tarot, and we have the High Priestess, Uncertainty, hello, and the Page of Swords. Okay. Next big blessing. Again, it might be coming from a woman who is holding the answers to what you seek. You may have applied for something, and you're going to be receiving your results from a woman. What else is there? There will be some kind of communication here. It might be from a young person. It doesn't have to be necessarily. It could be a young woman that you're requesting answers from. There's something you're doing here where you're waiting for someone to communicate with you, and you don't know whether or not they will communicate with you. I feel like they would be, because again, Queen of Pentacles, very grounded energy. It is a pentacle as well, so earth stuff happen. Basically, this isn't fast energy though, so if you're impatient, I feel like you're gonna have to be patient here slightly. Sorry. Especially with the High Priestess, because it is relatively secret knowledge, or secretive, basically, in nature. Pisces energy as well. So yeah, someone may be confessing their feelings, and it might involve financial stuff again as well. Maybe you'll be receiving some kind of will or monetary abundance. Oh, okay. Someone might be receiving an inheritance here as well, or there will be talk of an inheritance at the very least, or some kind of monetary abundance headed your way, basically. It might be a secret for now, a secret from you, or it's just in the planning stages and you're not going to receive it until, well, something happens, basically, whatever the money is for. As some kind of backup plan, basically. Next cards we have are from the Manara Erotic Tarot, and we have the Four of Air, so Four of Swords. And also the punishment card, which is oh my god, what is the punishment card? I know this already. Oh my days, what is this? It's Pisces energy again, which is also Neptune energy, I believe. Can't, yeah, I think this is Neptune. What is Pisces? Oh my god, the Hangman. That's it. Jesus. But yeah, Four of Swords and the Hangman. Okay. Your next big blessing. Oh, it might be a break as well. If you've been on a break, you might actually receive finances to be able to continue this break. Or you may feel like some of you, like your break is going to be cut short by the punishment card here. So for some of you, maybe you'll be a reality check of some kind. You might be expecting some, maybe this person that you're going to communicate with about finances is going to give you a reality check, and you're going to be basically, I don't think you'll be handed your ass, but at the same time, there might be some words here that could be a bit crass or harsh, slightly, or unexpected, because the High Priestess does speak of unexpected things as well. And then also Pisces here again with the punishment card. So yeah, Jupiter in Libra may be important as well here, so uncertain. But whatever the case is, your next big blessing include some kind of communication from a woman, I think anyway. It will be something to do with finances at the very least. Some of you may be communicating with your mother for finances. You may be asking for money, or maybe your mother would be asking for you for money. So I don't know. Interesting. If you don't have the finances though to give to someone who's asking you for money, please do not give. That's one thing I do have to say for certain. If you don't have enough to give to another person, please don't, because it's not, if you don't have enough, you can't help another, basically. That's that. You have to be able to help yourself to be able to help other people. Your cup has to be full so that it can actually overflow and help others. You cannot give from an empty cup. So if you are not in the space to give, please do not give, basically. And if those of you that are just like, well, that's what charity is, no, that's not charity. That's basically breaking yourself for someone else's back. It doesn't work like that. If it makes you uncomfortable, that's not charity. That, quite frankly, that's disgusting. It's the very opposite. And I know that's gonna irritate some people, but at the same time, it's just, when you don't have enough to give, it's not pretty to give to someone. Basically, it doesn't make you a better person, honestly. It kind of makes you a bit like a, what do you call it, a rug, a person to be stepped on, that kind of thing. And I don't want to be mean. What if I'm the mean person in this thing? But at the same time, if you don't have enough to give, please don't. You can try to your ability to give, but that doesn't mean making yourself uncomfortable to the point where you cannot understand how much pain you're causing yourself, basically. Anyways though, rant over. Next cards we have are from the Serpieri Tarot, and we have the Two of Pentacles, again indecision here, and then the Knight of Swords. So your next big blessing is again making a decision here. It may not be a very clear decision at the moment. Some of you, okay, interesting. Some of you may be thrown out of something because the horse is just like, nah, gotta go, sorry there. You may be surrounded by people who you don't necessarily trust, with the snake around her as well. So, okay, so someone might be actually telling you to go, to leave, because maybe you have been the one spending too much time dwelling in the finances, something like that. So someone might actually tell you yourself to get yourself a job because they're sick and tired of supporting you financially. Sorry for someone had to hear that one. But yeah, Jesus. But to be honest, if that's the case, your next big blessing would be you actually depending on yourself and building enough trust in your own self to be able to help yourself. So again, if you cannot offer someone help, please don't, because you need to offer yourself help first. And I feel like you will be finding the reasons to give yourself help, because it's gonna come up. Basically, you're gonna have to be able to help yourself here. This kind of feels like you're leaving the nest for some of you. So I don't know if this is young people, or if someone is suddenly deciding that they're gonna cut you out of some kind of financial thing that they've decided you're no longer part of. I'm not actually sure. That doesn't even sound like a blessing, to be honest, but it might be a blessing in disguise instead. Sorry, yikes. Next cards we have are from the Weird Cat Tarot, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, you'll be fine either way. You're fine. I hope you stuck around, but yeah, the Hierophant as well. Whatever the case is, there will be a job offer opportunity presented to you. So if you cannot, what's the word? If you can no longer depend on someone else for financial income, you will be able to find yourself a job to support yourself. Basically, there will be something coming towards you to actually alleviate your fear. You will not be homeless, and you will not be, I don't even know what the word is, to be honest. Whatever the worst case scenario you can think of is, it's not gonna happen. Things will line up, you will get exactly what you need here, and you will be fine. But as long as you help yourself, that's the thing. I feel like you're going to have to make decisions even if you don't know in which direction to go. And for some of you, maybe no one's kicking you out. Maybe you're the one who's jump starting yourself and trying your best to find something now before things get out of hand. So yeah, your next big blessing has something to do with you finding yourself a new financial income stream, basically. And you're gonna do it the proper. That's not the proper way necessarily, but the traditional way, i.e. if you actually need a 9 to 5 job or something like that, there will be something presented to you, basically. I don't know if it'll make you happy, but it'll definitely keep you financially stable. So there will be that, basically. Last cards you have are from the Mystic Mondays, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, whatever fruit you sow now, it's gonna, well, you're gonna receive the fruit, but it's not gonna be immediate. Is all I have. Last card we have is the Sun, so you'll be fine. Whatever the case is, honestly, you'll be fine. But you may not receive the immediate results of everything you've been doing as of right now. The cumulative results, basically, will be coming later. You need to water them, you need to let them breathe, you need to let them receive the sun they need, basically. So there needs to be some growth happening here. And sorry, for some of you it could also be confidence growth here with the sun, because the sun is it has stuff to do with the ego, so as an archetype, I mean. But yeah, maybe you felt like you've been depending on other people or old financial resources that are being depleted currently, or something like that, anyway. And you're gonna have to find yourself a new source of income. It's gonna come to you, or you're going to look for it. Whatever the case is, it will be there, basically. There will be something new to support you, but there will also be some kind of initiation here on your part, or at the very least you'll be in communication with someone who is able to actually offer you some kind of monetary abundance, basically. But you are also receiving a bit of a kick up the butt. I'm so sorry. Yeah, especially with the punishment card as well, a bit of a kick up the butt to actually, you know, get going with the financial income stuff here. But it's gonna work itself out. Seven of Pentacles is slow. It's not gonna be received immediate here, but the Ace of Pentacles does speak of actually getting what you want. It's a healthy beginning. And then with the Sun at the end, well, you got it in the bag. It's fine. You'll be fine. As long as you know that, you'll be fine. But at the same time, anxiety doesn't work like that. But if you do have anxiety, just know that honestly things will work themselves out. And to be honest, anxiety is part of the process as well. So no one really knows what the hell they're doing anyway. So if they do feel like they know what they're doing, no, they don't. They're lying. But you can look a bit more natural when you finally find something that makes you happy, because then it looks to other people that you know what you're doing, but you still don't. You're just having fun. That's really it. So if you can find yourself a job that actually allows you to play and actually get paid for it too, well, ding ding ding, that's what you're gonna be looking for, basically. But yeah, that's what I have for you. This is your next big blessing. That was a bit of a weird one, but I hope you stuck through to the end, because it does get better. But yeah, thank you for being here. See you in the next one, or the previous one. Pile 3, you have chosen the Hermit, and your next big blessing may be something to do with you either having the time to read for yourself, coming up with new ideas to support yourself in general, maybe self-help books as well, or just spending more time on your own and actually enjoying it. Finding ways to enjoy time with yourself, basically, with the Hermit card here. It doesn't have to be you in a castle all alone and just, you know, not enjoying your time. But yeah, I feel like some of you here will be enjoying your time here, even if it's with other people or alone. Whatever the case is, basically, there will be some kind of enjoyment, but it will be self-sufficient and it will come from within. Some of you may be Virgos watching this, or there will be some more Virgo energy entering your life, basically, which is 6th house energy, which also has a lot to do with work and routine. So some of you may be implementing some more health habits into your routines, i.e. drinking, I don't know, more water, apple cider vinegar water, lemon water, that kind of, I don't know where I'm going with this, but anyways, healthier habits basically. Also maybe even a workout regime maybe started here. So yeah, next big blessing, actually taking care of yourself basically, for yourself. First cards we have are from the Valentino Tarot, and we have the Two of Cups. Lovely, wholesome, and the Emperor. Okay, the amount of work you've been doing on yourself will start showcasing itself in such a way that you might actually attract a partner, basically, here with the Emperor. If you're already in a relationship, this will be a fruitful time for you to spend time with yourself, but also with this person in a... how do you even word this? In a way where you both benefit from spending time together, basically, because I feel like some people are together but they're not really together. But if you are with someone, there will be time spent here that is actually fruitful and healthy, and you feel closer. You're not just in the same room watching TV, you're actually doing things together and feel closer to each other, basically. If you're not in a relationship, this is all about you creating a more stable version of yourself. With the Hermit and the Emperor here, this is someone who is incredibly well, both financially stable but also up to do the work for themselves. Same with Virgo here, because again, work and routine. So maybe you've been climbing the ladder, maybe you'll be receiving some kind of offer. I do feel like this might be romantic, but there will be something pleasant in your vicinity, basically, that puts a smile on your face at the very least, for a long time too, because the Emperor does give me longevity, how do you even pronounce this word, vibes. But yeah, longevity, sorry. Anyways, but okay, again, if this is you, you'll be doing so much better on your own, financially speaking, but also just the way you hold yourself up, the way you spend time with yourself will become a bit more pleasant here with the Two of Cups. Next cards we have are from the Manara Erotic Tarot, and we have the Six of Earth, which is the Six of Pentacles, and we have it in Moon slash Taurus moon, basically. So you might have a Taurus moon, maybe you don't, whatever the case is, but Taurus does speak of good times, quite frankly, good times in the home, good times in the just in general, being able to feel more at peace. I've noticed that every time the moon is in Taurus, I am actually able to feel everything in a much softer way. I don't know, like, my body pays attention to what do you call it, sensations far more when the moon is in Taurus, basically. You're able to enjoy leftovers, I guess, food in general, far more than you are on a regular basis anyway, as well. Just the weird little stuff I found with tracking moon cycles and things like that, basically. But sometimes I can just tell the moon is in Taurus because I've trained myself to actually be able to feel stuff. Like, that sounds so weird, but like, physically speaking, sensations wise, I can almost always tell when the moon is in Taurus, and I very rarely get it wrong. But if I do get it wrong, the moon is usually in Pisces, which is also another touchy-feely sign, but less so on the actual physical aspect. But anyways, I don't know why I went on a spiel about that, but whatever the case was, what I meant to say was that, oh, and the eight of Earth here, what you will be doing is spending more time with yourself in a very pleasant way. For some of you, that actually does mean physically too, so there will be touching involved of yourself, I guess, too, in a sexual manner as well. So there is that too. With the Eight of Earth, that is a sun in Virgo. Some of you might actually be Virgos in here. But yeah, there will be a lot of focus here on actual work, but also pleasure, spending time with yourself. Just there's a lot of time relatedness, I guess. That doesn't even make sense. There's a lot of relation to time. Okay, Six of Earth. And giving as well, giving pleasure, receiving pleasure, Six of Earth here. So Six of Coins is usually someone who is incredibly generous. They know how to give and they know how to receive. It's not just about giving, it's also about receiving. So if some of you have been working on your pleasure, it's about to start coming in. So again, if you have a partner, there will be some seriously well, lovely times together. But again, if you don't have a partner and it's just you on your own, yeah, some good times are coming towards you. Not necessarily just in a sexual way, but more so in terms of you feeling sated, basically. A very deep seated satisfying feeling, basically. And however that translates in your reality, it could be you just being at home, it could be you working, whatever it is, it will be a satisfying, like, energetic feeling that makes you feel alive and safe. Next cards we have here are from the Serpieri Tarot, and we have the Wheel, so the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okie dokie. Again, a lot of financial income coming your way. The wheels have been turning, and it's your time to actually start producing something. I don't know what that means, but she does look pregnant here, so in that sense, maybe some of you are pregnant and you're about to give birth, so there will be something that actually exits you. A child, basically. Jesus, a vagina goblin. But the ghost of last Christmas. But okay, wait, let me think, because I'm just making dumb jokes now. Next big blessing, Queen of Pentacles on the wheel. Financial blessings, there may be some involved here. You may have been working really hard, diligently at work, and actually receiving the benefits from it now. Some of you may be receiving bonuses as well. There's something here that you definitely will be receiving, and if it's not like physical pleasure or internal pleasure, something that's really satisfying. I mean, it will be satisfying either way, but what I mean to say is, if it's not like physical in terms of sensation, it may be in terms of monetary abundance, basically, that you've actually earned yourself because, you know, you were present and you were doing the work. I'm getting that the tides have been turning and turning, and now it's time for you to receive blessings, basically, with the wheel. Because again, Queen of Pentacles is someone who is incredibly abundant, but then the wheel is just like, well, things change all the time, basically. But I am reading this in a very positive way. Maybe you've been on the low before. Maybe you've been in a stream of luck currently, and things just keep getting better and better, basically. Next cards we have are from the Weird Cat Tarot, and we have the Seven of Pentacles and also the Nine of Pentacles. So you've been working on your finances here, potentially, or something that actually makes you happy. There may have been projects you started a while back which you may have stopped doing, which might be a good time to start again, because they may actually bear more fruits now, both financially but also in terms of your happiness. Maybe you never stopped doing those projects and they didn't give as much as you expected them to give in terms of produce, maybe gardening here, or just the levels of happiness you received / again financial income. Things are going to look up again. Financially speaking, you are doing absolutely fine. There's something that's paying off currently, basically, that you will be receiving in the nick of time. Okay, that's it, really. That's what I'm getting. There's something that's being paid off here for you because you've done the work to receive it. Like, you've done a lot of work with the Emperor and the Hermit here. It's time for you to receive. So open yourself up to receiving, because again, you have to be able to receive. The last cards we have are from the Mystic Mondays Tarot, and we have Temperance and the Knight of Cups. All in due time is what I'm getting with these. Temperance, especially because of the way this thing looks. Also equality, equity, things like that. This one big ball is equal to, I guess, these small 4 ones. But yeah, being able to balance your time really well. Being able to, for some of you, go on dates as well. Balancing your time in terms of going on dates with other people or with your partner if you're already partnered up. There will be some kind of romantic gesture expressed towards you as well. And if it's not expressed towards you from an actual romantic partner or some kind of what do you even call them, interest, I guess, you'll be the one expressing romantic gestures to yourself, but also maybe in your friendship groups, if if romance is like completely out of the picture for you for whatever reason, or, you know, if you choose to. Yeah, I am getting that there's something here that you need to receive, basically. With Temperance and the Wheel, you need to open yourself up to receiving. I feel like all in due time it will happen. And maybe your life has been playing out like a movie, and you've actually noticed that it plays out like a movie. Like, there's always the ups and the downs, but like it always works out at the same time. So sometimes I don't know where I'm going with this, but basically there will be something you'll be receiving here, and for most of you it's either going to be financial or actual physical pleasure. But whatever the case is, it will make you satisfied either way. And for some of you, it's both fine. Well, literally not even just both, but it's everything. You'll be receiving exactly what you've been desiring for a long time, which you haven't been seeing the results of, but suddenly they're going to start coming in because you deserve them. You've put in the work to actually it's not even about deserving, to be fair, but if someone did deserve something, it will be you, because you've created enough, you've waited enough as well. Especially with, actually, you know what, with the Temperance and the Wheel, you've waited enough as well, so you will be receiving something here. Knight of Cups is also an offer. So the offer may be small, but it will be an offer regardless. So you will be receiving something here. For definite. And it will actually make you happy. So yeah, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. Please feel free to stick around, and see you in the next video or the previous one. Bye.